Danganronpa.
And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. I don't know, probably the giant door.
Pat, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, that was a trial.
Yeah. Then we became garbage.
It kind of didn't go in our favor.
Yeah.
Did
Kyoko fuck us, or were we?
I think it's kind of thanks to her that we're still alive.
Maybe. But now we're kind of stuck in the garbage.
There's not even a doorknob. I don't know what the hell that rattle.
Yeah, he's probably just like slamming his face into the keyhole.
Boom, boom. No matter how many times I push or pull or kicked at it all.
Pull? What are you fucking pulling?
The side of the.
Oh, okay.
Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well.
No, it's gonna be impossible, actually.
So I had to look around for some food.
Yay!
There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless.
Hey, that rocket! Look at that rocket. It's a nice rocket.
True. It's the rocket from the beginning of the game.
Raccoon.
How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are all around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up.
That's the Makoto Naegi way.
Woo! Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted.
Lucky.
That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed.
So he just slept there for a full 24 hours in the fucking garbage.
Dude, that's what I would do.
Ugh.
However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly.
Oh my god. It's like the Simpsons episode with the angel statue. It falls from the sky.
Oh, hell yeah. Bart Simpson, did you fall from the sky?
Ay caramba.
As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape of garbage.
Bart Simpson?
Don't have a garbage, man. What could it have been? Let's find out. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here?
It's mean.
I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Oh! A giant piece of trash? Rude.
Uh-oh.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Kyoko? Don't tell her I'm getting the camera!
Kyoko? Looks like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. Gotta get a bit of garbage on your hair. No, don't tell her!
Wah, wah.
Damn.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
It's, you know, that kind of looks like a euphemism if I'm being honest.
I mean, I guess. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me, and I ate food and drink.
Nom nom nom. Really hit the spot.
Ah, yeah.
I wonder what time it is.
Time unknown. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. True. But Kyoko, why'd you come and rescue me? To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
Oh, you know, for getting you killed.
Yeah, during the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life.
No, Kyoko, you just avoided the bad ending.
True. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. I wonder what it was.
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Everything.
The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to... Yeah. So that I can do what I came to this school to do. Huh? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
Keeps going deeper and deeper.
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once.
Pat, what's she gonna say?
I don't know. Till recently I'd forgotten what it was. Forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. memory. That's impossible.
Oh, owie.
Then, is it really true you lost your memory? Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
I got a wicked boner.
True. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
Right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, there was a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because... I don't think. I'm positive it's the work of the mastermind.
Oh, Monokuma.
Ugh, bad at words. By the way, welcome back to Danganronpa.
How do you feel?
But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with, because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you? And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things about myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. True. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Hey, don't say that. Hey, we don't think like that in this house, alright? That is negative energy. We only overflow positive energy here.
Of course, she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. It was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid
Kyoko,
like
how do you know I'm not the mastermind?
'Cause you're
you're
an
a
idiot.
loser.
You're an idiot.
Loser.
I understand. I should understand everything. My
All right.
goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen? Are you okay? Yeah, it's
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, totally nothing.
I mean, it could be nothing. We actually have no idea what it is.
It's a freaking vision. You're having a vision.
Even now, I
watch
still trust you.
WandaVision. Oh my god, Patrick, new WandaVision tonight.
Woo!
I'm gonna shit my pants.
I'm gonna pants my shit. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. No, I want to help you.
Yeah, no, I'm completely convinced.
I would help her do anything. I think that's just her personality. Talk to her again.
Get ready to get some bombs dropped on you.
Woo! You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. I assume that she's related to, like, the headmaster, the original headmaster or something. I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability...
What is it, Pat?
It's like the ultimate, like, intuition or ultimate detective or something. Oh my
god! Ultimate detective!
Bruh, high five.
They would have died first case if they didn't have her.
True.
Complete Makoto Naegi ultimate student luck that Kyoko is in their class.
Honestly, he's very lucky. Fucking...
Sayaka would have tricked them all,
True.
and she would have lived and gone into the shitty world.
Yeah. It's true. Ultimate detective. That makes a lot of sense. The reason I came to League Academy is because my father is the principal. So yeah, someone had to find, like, my father and mother or something.
So...
Mother?
I don't know. Oh, no, yeah, the headmaster's a man, so yeah, it has to be a father. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
You're my mother's brother's cousin's uncle.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay. What?
In other words...
Say what?
Daddy.
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. His dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how we thought the headmaster was involved. She was like, nah.
I
will find him. She's like the freaking Terminator.
Dun, 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 dun. I keep saying that. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. It makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
In fact, I fucking hate him.
Then what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor
Oh,
of the dorms in the Kia. The
Monokuma.
Monokuma.
Monokuma?
Yeah. But
That
why
sounds
there?
like the Kia car, like a car.
Yeah.
That's a Monokuma.
The 2019 Monokuma Select.
Just wait till you see Ball Monokuma.
I'm sorry, what?
Ultra Despair Girls is a fucking treasure trove.
Cool. Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map. It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. Oh, my friend is playing Buddy Simulator. That's a good game. I wonder if it's fully out.
Congratulations.
I wonder if it's fully out. If it's fully out.
Have you heard of what's it fucking called?
Map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms and method faculties. For what? What game?
Wait, give me a second.
Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there.
Amori?
What?
Have you heard of Amori?
I think
It's a game on
GT
Steam.
Live
Apparently
played
it's
it.
freaking... It's interesting.
Oh, well, I'll check that out. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
Yay!
So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
Yeah.
Jeez.
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Nope.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm kidding. You do.
Good, thank God.
It would have been funny if you didn't, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I guess you guys are just stuck down here forever to make trash babies.
Sweet. I had no idea what was going on in the rest of us. It had to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
Oh my
Just
god.
to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. Yeah, I figured. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me hasn't had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved.
So then the mastermind killed her. Just say that, Kyoko.
Yeah. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed. I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and arrest me. That was the point of the class trial. It was? Yeah, it seems pretty obvious.
Yep.
Because of the school regulations. Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. True. That was a rule.
Maybe you just shouldn't have made that a rule.
Yeah, with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim.
Ooh.
It could have been you.
Oh my god!
I could have become the victim? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Nah, no idea.
Wow.
I
can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
Cool.
Huh? What's going on here? You hear the
What?
god of death
Makoto's
as
like,
he moves.
what?
He's like, what is she talking about? That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor.
Pretty fucking
It gave chase
badass.
right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
Gamer. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever that mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
Their murder was disguised. And the dojo key wound up in my room. As it was the fucking mastermind is a piece of shit. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
Poor Mukuro just chilling and just gets murdered.
That sucks, huh? Be like a secret student this whole time and you get revealed.
Yeah, just wait till they get to the 5th floor, then they get to meet me, and then you get murdered.
Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere,
Correct.
right? You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean? It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity.
Wow, we're not even
Identity
20
of
minutes in.
Ultimate despair. Yeah, right? The other ultimate despair...
Another one!
That Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. No, I think she was the ultimate soldier. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Oh. It's not. If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. True.
That's right.
Talking about what happened 1 year ago.
The worst named event in
awful-
history!
The tragedy. I mean, it's a
The
simple
tragedy
name.
is better.
Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair. That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're... Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this.
The bad guys.
That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
But who? And that is the
100
end
Mile
of
Dead.
chapter 5.
Food junkie.
The weirdest named chapter. Still 6 people alive.
Interesting. Very interesting. To be continued! Even though we're still continuing
To be
the episode.
continued right now.
If this was Game Grumps, we'd be done right now.
Oh, we got the item. I mean the rocket.
Dream Island rocket. Oh, it's the little rocket. That's cute. That's cute.
5 alive, which doesn't make sense because there's 6 of us alive.
Yeah, what? I think it's counting the other students besides us. That's my only guess. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. Worse than politicians.
Are they though?
I mean, they're basically the same.
Did you hear about Ted? He just got back from vacation.
Very tight. But right now, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta go.
Use your key.
Yeah, can we get the fuck out of here, please?
Rattle,
Kyoko?
It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Oh. Whapa! Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? No, I kept it in my room. Why?
Indeed.
Oh, son of...
That would suck.
That would actually be really fun. That'd be like a fucked up way to like end the game. Just like
And
you're stuck in
well,
here.
like then you start playing as Byakuya.
No, I would stop playing the game.
I mean, wouldn't he be the de facto main character? Because these two are down here.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but he...
Because he's the only other person. Unless you want to start playing as Yasuhiro, being
I would love to play as Yasuhiro. Just literally, I would not even be involved in the case. And just do dumb shit.
Can
the
we go
entire
back?
time.
Can we get a spin-off where you play as Hifumi in a different universe where he succeeds in getting away with Taka's murder?
That would be crazy. That's still depressing.
I am Hifumi Yamada. His voice in the anime,
Kyoko,
though.
you can use the key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out.
We
Got the
just
key.
got a letter. We just
What?
got a letter.
What? What letter?
We
There's
just
no
got a
letter.
letter.
There's no letter here.
Indeed.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Why are you yelling at me? Let me enjoy life.
Why are you singing We Just Got a Letter?
I'm armed. Don't forget
You didn't
that.
answer the question, though.
I'm armed. I do what I want, bitch.
Fine. We quickly opened the door.
This
and
is
made our
my
escape from
Let's
the guards.
Play. I
No.
made this happen.
I mean, you did suggest to play this game, but it's not your Let's Play. We were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. So much ultimate.
So, these 6.
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface.
Is Kyoko, Kyoko has a magical void.
Good thing we went up first. The ladder was impossibly long.
Makoto's like, don't look at my butt.
We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. That's fair.
That would be a sucky ending.
Mm-hmm. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko... Oh,
whoa, it's Makoto!
Thank God we see that it's...
well, I'm glad
talking.
I know who's talking now.
So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective... You know, if you didn't remember what your ultimate was, and, like, it's kind of funny how, like, you're just remembering, oh, wow, I have this whole family of detectives. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family is always seen that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? It's like our family's tradition, right? Because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
Pride. Detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Yeah, she has a point. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. That explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
Whoa, the ultimate pop sensation. What if we get to meet her?
That's what I wonder. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Excuse me, reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There was something I want to say to him, though.
Fuck you.
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Bad blood, huh? Last time I saw him, I was still very young.
Now we got bad
so I don't remember
blood.
myself. But apparently he was extremely intelligent.
Like you.
He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Jeez. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that.
Yeah, the
I'm sure
reason
your dad
was
wanted to take
sucks.
you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. Jeez.
But she was smiling, I could tell.
Totally. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position would say, right? But it's not true. But there is one thing that I could never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. Yikes. Something tells me that's not going to be as easy. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, just cut him out like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more.
Yeah, you go,
Are we
Kyoko.
connected by heart and soul?
Okay.
No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing.
Nice conversation.
That was interesting.
Went very well.
And after I didn't know how long, we finally reached the top. Ooh, nice butt, Makoto.
Nice. He's got a gaping asshole.
I
Look, there's like literally a hole in the middle.
That's not a hole.
That's what it looks like, though.
I mean, maybe, but that wouldn't be his asshole. That's literally at the bottom part of his
But
leg.
you can like go up in.
I mean, maybe, but it's not a hole. We're
That's
back.
right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where it will come out. Yeah, that makes sense. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch.
Oops, I didn't unlock it. Now we're
God.
stuck at the top of this ladder.
I would literally just drop. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted, Harry. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. It's only 26 minutes in. Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's
like
happening.
I felt like we've been doing this for like an hour.
Yeah, me too.
Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessarily. I was just returning the favor. Nah, you like me. Admit it. Tee. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course. But if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you, too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of
So
course. Then let's just get a concrete answer.
In
Huh?
other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Heyo, Monokuma.
Just be like, hey Monokuma,
Get
he's
your-
alive, is that okay?
Hey, Monokuma, get your ass out
If
here.
we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. I mean, it's true, we literally just walked up, the camera is literally seeing us. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Not give up. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean? The mastermind was exposed during the investigation into Nico's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
right.
There was, if we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better of us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Super uneasy. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Monokuma should be
Shall
in the
we go?
gym. Let's get going. Alright, let's just go. Hey Monokuma, we back!
Let's go. Adventure. Ofumi!
Let's knock on the door. Let's see if he's still there.
Wait, click on his door. I don't know if there's like messages.
Messages.
Shall we go?
We need to get rid of the gym
okay.
to Monokuma, but I want to talk to my boy.
Hey guys, is anyone here?
Hello?
Byakuya, Toko,
Hello?
Hina, Hiro.
Hello?
Where the fuck is everyone?
No time to talk. We gotta get to the gym.
Yay, time for PE, dodgeball.
Kaiba would be in this hallway.
I
Remember
miss
Kaiba?
you, Taka.
He's dead.
Supersonic Taka.
Wapa!
Hello, Monokuma.
Well now.
Hey!
Hi.
A boing? Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Say what?
Hey, what?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
Yes.
So what if I did?
I mean,
what
no.
will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
Now
before
we're
you
in the
do-
same situation again.
Hold on. But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? What are you talking about? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. He's like, shit, fam, you may be right.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego! You never imagined the possibility of it being that could come... Of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it. Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. He's like, I plead the fifth. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much.
Aww.
If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed.
Monokuma and Rule sitting in a tree.
And
Kissing.
It's like a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right? No, you can't.
Nice.
You just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence? I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type? If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you, with nothing but hope in our hearts. Damn, that's a good line.
What the heck?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you're to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Indeed.
Huh? Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. Such a weird conversation. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school's regulations to ensure a fair trial.
One last showdown.
Time for one last show. Oh shit, this is it.
The final countdown.
Damn. That would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? She's cute and she's fine. A fair trial, one last showdown, one last despair. A deadly despair. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Spear of gun gear.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, Monokuma, you hilarious
sly dog.
boy, Barry.
You sly bear.
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Time to change the subject, guys. This is now a bear joke channel.
Yay.
Welcome to Berry Nest.
Okay, can you tell me a bear joke, please?
Sure. Sorry, I was pausing to make a good joke.
No, because that wasn't funny.
I thought it was
Can I
hilarious.
get another one? It's the next episode. Give me another bear pun.
Sure. Does that mean you accept? If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? and it would cause you unbearable despair. He's a bear cat.
Are you okay?
I want to leave this fucking school, man.
Well, we're in the final chapter, so...
Oh, thank Christ.
Unless Monokuma murders everyone in the end.
Hey, listen, you never know. He may go back on his word.
Yeah.
We still have a shot at this. But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fit in.
Oh shit, Pat, we're about to climax.
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Is Nick Cage hiding? Is Nick Cage Mukuro Ikusaba?
Oh, the bear.
I'm a soldier.
Dude, what if... Remember, have you ever seen the movie, the Witcher Man, or the Wicker Man?
No, but I've heard of it.
With Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
There's a scene where he punches someone in a bear costume. It's really funny. I just want to see him punch Monokuma.
Just
now.
like edit that into this, but put Monokuma's face.
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawning around the school, if you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory.
See, that one's actually pretty creative.
That one's cute. And she's smiling. This is a great day.
This is a great day.
That's all that matters to me. That's what we've been trying to do all along.
But it's not a great day.
Then let's bear it all.
Pat, it's not a great day. Byakuya's not here.
I don't fucking care about
But
it.
I care.
That's great, Alex. Good for you. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I could barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
Super duper.
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe this is how it's all turned out. Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial
What's
is held?
wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what? I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh. Yeah, it's a student. It's a very polarizing approach. That's nice. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Yeah, man, take a chill pill. Don't have a cow. He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Alright, peace. Bye. Are you gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair. Come on, Makoto, let's go.
We did it. We're alive. Stop laughing.
Yeah, come on, man. It's not cool, man. Why you gotta laugh? Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling us all as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. Hey, what's up, girl? Could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still had my life. We still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Once again. Thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is just ahead of us. True. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept. It's all because of that one moment the mastermind let down their guard, like I said.
When they shit in the urinal.
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the mastermind was
In
able to
other
do it.
words,
Because they're badass.
True, but think of it another way. There must be some reason they had to do something that difficult.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. That makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed
in
anybody.
other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and show that off to the world. But why? To prove a point, most likely. Prove a
Hey.
point. The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. Talking about hope,
that's
right?
right.
For those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, and try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is to defeat despair. It makes sense. I want to prove that despair is better than hope. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. The kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Yes.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Huh? I'm having a tough time reading. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided
at the
slaughter.
very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us
Indeed.
themselves. Precisely the reason. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me because it's true, because Kyoko wasn't actually breaking the rules. So instead, they tried to use a class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have the right answer, then made me out to be the killer.
What do you think is the worst way to go out? Junko Spears or Mondo Butter?
I don't know.
it's true.
I want to become Butter. Probably fun.
I'm sure you do. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world,
Thanks,
the
Alter Ego.
mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
other
SMH,
words.
Monokuma, you fucked up. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your
However-
challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Aw. You're so welcome. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. Huh. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. However, we can't just relax yet. All we have done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time, or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
Yes,
True.
Byakuya!
But now we know who the real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go
Shall
find
we
the
go?
others. They're probably in the dorms somewhere, shall we? Let's fucking go!
I'm coming, hero.
I'm coming home, hero, to you!
Yay, Toko! I'm more excited to see Genocide Jill than I am Toko. I love Genocide Jill. She's one of my favorite characters.
I assume in
Way
the
more than
I
Toko.
assume in the cafe or something. Suddenly, you'll be greeted with, oh. Sayori, are you okay? You again.
Where's that
I
explorer?
think we're
We're in the endgame now.
I think Sayori's messed up. Is he broken? Suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Christ.
What was that? Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Makoto?
It's actually kind of cute that Toko looks happy to see you guys.
Right? They all look surprised. Miyaka's like, bro, what? Like, look at this motherfucker. Is that Makoto? You guys.
There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
That's true. That she is right. That is Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez.
I like that Toko looks happy.
You know that?
That's his way of saying I'm glad you're
Thanks,
alive.
Biak,
Thanks,
yeah.
Biak, yeah.
I love you too.
You're not a ghost, right?
No!
Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aw, that's so sweet.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
The heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Hey, I was in the garbage, okay? Get away. Shoo, shoo. In a flash, my tears dried up. I love how they're all back there.
Guys, come over here.
Yo.
Makoto, what's it like hanging out in the spirit world?
Pretty
I didn't go to the
shitty.
spirit world. Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. Who the fuck is Miss Cleo? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. What the hell is Miss Cleo? I'll talk to Byakuya last, 'cause he's a jerk. You stink. Are you rotten?
Telling you.
Okay. I was rolling around in garbage for a while.
Makoto, why do you say it like that? Like you were just rolling around.
Let's...
I love you, Toko. In a weird way, I think I love her character.
I never want to speak to her again.
Oh,
So
well.
what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were lost before, still locked. Still aren't any new areas.
It's because that was a fake-ass trial.
Yeah. Where can we go to find new clues?
Hi,
I
Byakuya.
still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why...
Yeah, because I'm the
Do
ultimate
you
lucky
realize
student.
why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. You saved my life. Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I mean,
Yes.
technically a lot of people can. I imagined it was a learning experience for you. Okay. Just say you're glad to see me, man. It's alright. It's no harm. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma. Explain. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
True.
That's really what I have to tell you all. We can tell you all about the last class trial.
In
Last
other
class
words.
trial, we're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously? What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I kept telling you. Makoto wasn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
See.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed
That's
Mukuro? That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However.
you know. I mean, I just didn't want my girl to die, man.
Yeah.
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean that they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Smart man.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
I don't care, hero.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right? You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
What do you mean this time? Everyone dies no matter which time we lose.
True, we all die eventually in old age.
Yeah. Oh god,
She's
coming.
going Super Saiyan.
Genocide Jill!
More like Genocide Goku.
Oh, I miss
I,
Sakura.
meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this
Wait, you
point...
missed the wonderful thing Toko said. Press
What'd she
F2. Go up. I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master!
Of course, she would say that. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. But this time, the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
Okay.
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all mysteries. That's what I thought too, at first, until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Very polarizing approach. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game is 16 students. Blah, 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 blah.
So, what does that mean?
Monokuma said that, didn't he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why? The mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, and the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... one of the students. Ooh, I wonder who it could be. Ooh. Ah!
It's Byakuya. Pretty clearly. Hifumi!
And so the mastermind would have to be one of them. And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. You gonna continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many among us. The mastermind being one of us among us is also a possibility.
Sauce!
And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. Can't say it's not possible, but if one of us was the mastermind, they have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well...
Maybe they snuck her off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all this dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. True. Maybe, but still. Oh, it's finally time for bed. Sleepy time.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh, shit.
So, in the
True
name of
ending.
physics,
Every
I
room
will
is
unlock
unlocked.
Every room in the school.
Interesting.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
Okay, bye.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
I'm in love with you!
I mean, Toko's just gonna follow him. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, you didn't take me with him. Do you blame him? But that master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko shrugged off in the dining hall, and now she's gone. And you're off by yourself, right, Kyoko? That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. How come? Just wait and see. I want to use my totally awesome spear power to figure out the mastermind's identity. And there he goes.
Off into the distance.
Off to save the world. What a true hero. Hero. I finally get his name.
It's funny.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. Aw, you're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Makoto, that's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. Aw, it's so sad. I don't think that's true.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Alright, see you later. She was in a surprisingly high spirit as she dashed out the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two. Indeed. So, you want to eat some dinner or something? Or... You know, I think I'm going to end this episode here. We're about 57 minutes in.
Me and Kyoko are gonna have dinner.
Woo! Dinner time!
Spaghetti tacos.
So,
How do you feel about everything we found out? Kyoko's dad is the headmaster,
So-
and she's the ultimate detective.
once again, some of my theories are right. Kind of makes a lot of sense that she's the ultimate detective, and that it's very clear that she wanted to find the headmaster, and stuff. So
How do you feel about the mastermind possibly being one of the...
it makes sense.
Who is it? Which 6 of them?
No fucking clue. I honestly think, I don't know who it is, but I don't think it's any of the 6 that are alive. That's just my thought.
Hifumi.
It's clearly Hifumi. It's so obvious.
Yeah. Do you remember where are you in the anime?
I don't remember. I have to watch it
His
some more.
voice actor in the anime.
I like. It's
So
very
weird.
funny.
It's so weird. It's so different.
I think it's hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here. This was a fantastic episode.
Merry Christmas.
It's nowhere close to Christmas.
Not yet.